Yo, what is up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special video for you guys. I'll be going over and making a full guide on the complete Ghost Hunter corpse. If you would like to see me stream live on Twitch, I do stream live on Twitch over at twitch.tv/CycloneTV. I'll have the link down in the description. Make sure if you do like the video and you found it helpful, make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it a lot. So let's jump right into the video. So I am going to be doing a USA Lost House on extreme mode, which is the hardest difficulty that the game has to offer at the moment. I'm currently level 48 with I think I have 81 hours at the moment. So I have a lot of experience in the game because I was fortunate enough that the developer of the game gave me a pre-alpha code, so I was able to play the game before it actually dropped out for everybody. So I figured I'd make this video so that people that are having a hard time can maybe have an easier time and, you know, make that money so that you can buy all these items and level up easier and not just instantly die to the ghost. So quickly, I'm going to be going over all the tutorial stuff, which you can find in the game yourself, but we'll quickly go over it. You can hold doors on the ghost, which will allow them to not pass through. It's roughly around I think 3 to 5 hits it can take before the door will actually break down, and then you have to run away. The standard camera can take pictures of items such as cursed objects, pentacles, the ghost, so on and so forth. It also has the night vision, and it allows you to see things that your naked eye wouldn't see, such as pentagrams and stuff like that. The occult sniffer is used to sniff out cursed items, which will also sniff out invisible ones as well. So when you know the occult sniffer is going off and you're not seeing it, you can use the instant camera to make it show up. Same thing for the pentagram, aka the pentacle. You can shoot the pentacle and it'll also show up. The instant camera is also used as an exorcism step as well. The Mel reader, which will show you temperatures to know if the ghost is a 0 temp ghost or a negative freezing temp ghost. Also, the OCC reading on this will pick up pentagrams / pentacles below you and occult objects. It'll also give readings to that, and super occult objects. The way that the readings work from my experience is a regular cursed object will give you a reading of 8 OCC. A pentagram will give you anywhere between 15 to 20 OCC, and a super cursed item will give you anywhere from 60, and I've had all the way up to 90. So 60 to 90, it'll be a super cursed item. So that's everything in this room. Let's go over here. The danger detector is a little light source, which also will turn yellow when it's a caution, like the ghost is maybe getting ready to hunt you, and it will turn red when it actually is hunting you. Flashlight, self-explanatory. Entity analyzer, you want to use this in the ghost where it's at. Also, if the ghost is happening to show itself to you, if you point it at it, the signal search scan will accelerate if it is pointing at the ghost itself. The thermometer is used for a side objective, which you need to find error. So the way to do that is when the ghost is showing itself, you need to click on the ghost while aiming at it, and you'll get that error reading, which is pretty much that's the only thing the thermometer is used for. You can also use it to actually tell if it's a 0 temp ghost or a freezing temp ghost, but typically you'll be using your Mel reader to figure that out. EMF we'll also be using to get one of our evidence. You just use it in the proximity of the ghost to see if you have the evidence. Tripod camera is just the upgraded camera of the regular one, which can do a 360. It can do a full 360. Also has night vision as well. And it can also move up and down. You can see ghost orbs on it, the ghost. You can see everything on it as well. Over here we have the automatic writing book. A lot of people have some trouble with this, but the best terms that I've used with it, for one, you need to be holding it in your hand. You can't have it on the ground for it to work. Use the terms and lines such as spirit, draw in the book, or spirit, write in the book. I found those to work best for me personally, and if it ever takes the pencil out of the book, that means it won't be writing in the book at all. Holy water is used to destroy pentagrams / pentacles, so you could take it and throw it on top, and it'll get rid of it just like that. Also, it is an exorcism tool to get rid of the ghost, so you would just, whenever you see the ghost, throw it at the ghost. The crucifix works 2 ways, both in your hand and on the ground. The crucifix works against ghost types such as poltergeist, shadow, and demon, whereas child and revenant get repelled by Statue Mary. Statue Mary does not work in your hand. Statue Mary only works on the ground. If Statue Mary is also knocked over sideways on the ground, it will not work. You must pick it up and place it so that it is flush with the ground and standing up perfectly straight, otherwise it will not work. The Tiger Eye Stone is also another exorcism tool. The best way that I find to use these is that you put them on the ground in pinch points, such as doorways and stuff, so that the ghost walks through it. Incense is another tool that you will use for exorcising the ghost. There's 2 of them. One, you'll have to use it on the ghost itself, and one will be in the dread room, or the I forgot what the other term for it was, but you'll pretty much use it in the room where you find the ghost orbs, and that will show you what the origin dread room is. Over here, we also have the spirit box, and the game also gives you a few little quotes that you can use, but mainly the one that I use when I turn it on is just say, "Spirit, can you speak to me?" That is the best term that I found to work the most for me personally. And the last two things we have are back over here. Also, you can hear me right here panting. There is stamina in this game. Your character can run for roughly like 3 to 5 seconds before you run out, and then you have to stop shifting and let go and then regenerate. So you have the salt shotgun, which you can take the salt. You press R, it'll load it. And instead, when you're not high enough level, I forgot exactly what level it was to buy a salt shotgun because it's been a little bit, but you won't have the salt shotgun. You would just have to throw it at it, which only counts for 1 charge. But as a salt shotgun, you get 2. So there's 1. There's 2. So you can use 1 salt for 2 when you have the shotgun, but if you don't, you'll just have the 1 salt. You can use this one of 2 ways. You can either put it in doorways, just like the tiger eye stone, or even if, say, if this is the ghost, you can literally throw it at the ghost and it'll also work like that. The last thing is the neuro gun, which is used for multiple different things. Exorcising the ghost. There's another one where you have to zap an object. Is multi-purpose. Really, really strong tool, especially when you hit, I think it's level 20. You can get this one, which recharges, which is super strong. So those are just the baseline things. We're going to go ahead and hop into the game. Like I said, I have a USA House Lost Extreme. So this is the hardest difficulty that the game has to offer. When you do this difficulty, you do not get any default items. No default items whatsoever. So I have to spawn everything in on this back little laptop right here. So typically what I like to do is if you do die, you lose all of your items that you bring in, but anything that's in the truck stays. So the thing that I do, it becomes a little bit of a mess, is that I just spawn everything on the back right here. So we'll just go ahead and spawn everything that we're going to be using in real quick. It's going to look a lot like a mess. So just bear with me 1 second while I spawn everything in. And I will show you guys about the best way to attack the ghost. Personally, I think this is the best way that you can go about doing these things. It's worked a lot for me with very, very, very minimal deaths. Like I said, the game is still in like alpha/beta stage, so there is still a lot of glitches and other things like that, where sometimes you'll kind of just randomly die because something decided not to work. So, starting off, let's see what we have. We have to, of course, exorcise the ghost, measure an OCC temp above 10 with the Mel, detect the spirit with EMF 2, film the spirit next to the camera, and measure the temperature with air. So, going over the first things that I like to do when you start this game. The thing is with this game is that the ghosts are very, very, very aggressive. They can attack you pretty much immediately. So the first thing you want to do, in my opinion, that you should do is bring in the camera with the crucifix and Mother Mary. And what you want to do is you want to shift over the crucifix to this hand and hold that. So now you have Mother Mary, the crucifix, and the camera. The reason why is because, like I said, the ghost is super aggressive and can attack you almost immediately when you walk into the house. So you want to bring in both of your protective tools to make sure... The ghost is right here, actually. We can get a picture of it. Boom. Got a picture of it. It's on the ground, so probably going to be looking at a revenant here. We can look around the house for wall drawings / pentacles, stuff like that, where the origin of the room is. The best thing for you to do, like I said, is carrying around Mother Mary and the crucifix in the beginning. Just because the ghost is so aggressive that you can die literally 2 seconds as you walk in. I've had it happen to me multiple times where I've walked in and just instantly died. So having these two on you is going to be your best option when you're starting out. Just carrying these around so that you can get all the information in the house in one swoop, and then you know what item you need, whether that be Mother Mary or the crucifix, to help protect you throughout the rest of the game. You are going to need to pretty much babysit these items, because if you don't, you're going to die, because like I said, the ghosts are so aggressive in this game that you'll just die if you're not near Mother Mary or the crucifix, because they can attack you so frequently. So as you see there, it is a revenant. He's right there, stuck in the thing. So yeah, he can't get us. As long as you place down Mother Mary, sometimes they can knock it over, so you need to be careful they don't knock it over, because Mother Mary does need to be standing up. Doesn't look like there's a pentacle. Okay, see, so there's 2 ghost orbs. When you find the ghost orbs, that is how you know you found the haunting origin, which is the ghost's main room. So there is some things that if you do end up getting the evidence, you will be needing to do in that room. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that the ghost type has nothing to do with the ghost evidence in this game. And what I mean by that is when you're looking at the category of the ghost, this has no relevance to the evidence. So getting a certain type of evidence has nothing to do with the actual ghost itself. The category of the ghost is based purely off of what it does and what it looks like. So with the poltergeist, it is extremely fond of playing with objects in its vicinity, but be careful. It doesn't like the presence of other people, especially if they touch things. So you'll know it's a poltergeist if it's touching things. It doesn't like you touching stuff. A shadow. This category of entity loves to hide in the shadows. She is not particularly afraid of the light, but will try to extinguish surrounding lights if possible. By its consistency, it is rather dark or black when it appears. So in the Discord, I talked to the dev about this. A shadow is very easy to identify, and it is also 80% darker than other ghosts. Shadows are really, really easy to figure out. A revenant is an entity that clings to the physical world. She's particularly not being able to stand up due to the lack of occult energy and will crawl to grab you and steal your battle essence. So we know it's a revenant because we know, for one, Mother Mary works against it, and for two, it was crawling on the ground when we saw it. So we know that this is our ghost. Demon is a demonic and aggressive entity who will watch you around every corner, waiting for the best time to pounce you. The demon can laugh at your impending death, and his laughter is the best way to identify him. So if you hear any laughing, or if you're looking through, your night vision camera and you see him following you, that's the best way to know it's a demon. And last but not least, the child. It is literally impossible to not figure out what this is. The child is literally 2 foot tall. It's the easiest ghost to identify in the entire game. But this category of entity is easily identifiable by its childlike appearance. It is formed from the soul of a child who escaped limbo after losing their life in a monstrous and mysterious way. So we can go ahead and put Revenant down because we already know that it is a Revenant. So we know that our first objective with no evidence is going to be finding that super cursed object, because we need to destroy a haunted cursed object with the neutrino gun. The latter, it's a powerful OCC reading. So like I said, when you find that item, it'll give you a reading anywhere between 60 to 90. So what we can do now is actually bring in the thermometer and the tripod. We can try to go ahead and get the air and film the spirit next to the camera step next. And like I said, you always want to have that protective item on you. Otherwise, you're probably going to regret it. So always keep, Mother Mary close to you. Otherwise, it's not going to be a good time. We can go ahead and just drop those items in there for now. We can bring in a whole bunch of things. So the thing that I like to do, since I'm pretty experienced in the game, is I like to bring everything in at one time, because with this game, the way it works is evidence, it doesn't take long to get. So bringing in multiple things and being able to just get a lot of evidence in one go is super good. It looks like it's also banging on our door. The ghost can follow you out to the truck on this game. So I just shot it with the neutrino gun and I saw the white smoke. There's 2 different types of smoke. Just the regular white smoke when you do an exorcism step means that's not the correct one. And then there's a white smoke that has kind of like a confetti firework looking effect. It's like blue and red. That's how you know you did a successful exorcism step. So I know, since I've played the game a lot with my experience, that EMF has to do with the neutrino gun. So if we got EMF 5, we would shoot it with the neutrino gun. But right there, it didn't work. So if we were to get EMF reading, it would most likely be EMF 3 and 4. Because we just did a neutrino gun and it didn't work. So most likely, if there is an EMF reading, there could not be. Because on this difficulty, you get anywhere from 2 to 4 pieces of evidence. So if it was EMF reading, we would be shooting it with assault. We know for a fact that it's not going to be EMF 5 already. So going back in there, we have the spirit box and the entity scanner. Like I said, if you ever see the ghost, you can point it directly at it, which will make it accelerate super quickly. Let's see. Spirit, can you speak to me? So that right there counts as voice in the house. We'll go ahead and drop that off in there. There's 3 different types of readings you can get on the spirit box. I'll go over them quickly. You can get spirit box EVP, which means that the ghost is talking to you through the spirit box itself. You can get spirit box radio, which will literally make a radio sound. It'll sound like music playing or talking, just an actual radio sound. You really can't mess it up. And voice in the house means you're hearing it, but it's not through the spirit box itself, if that makes sense. So we have voice in the house, so we know that we do have to recite the exorcism book without interruptions, maybe several times. So we have 2 steps so far. So we can have up to 2 to 4 evidences, so we're still looking for some more stuff. It looks like we got the film, the spirit, next to the camera, so that's good. We can go ahead and bring in our MEL reading, which will give us temps and OCC readings, and our EMF reader. And we will be using this MEL to find that super cursed object. Will give us a reading of around 60 to 90. So we can just kind of sit right here. You can put this down and maybe call it to us and see if we can actually grab an evidence. Spirit, can you come to me? It looks like we're also getting an entity scan reading as well, so that's going to be good. Okay, looks like it's here. So yeah, we're not getting an EMF reading, so we're not going to be using the salt shotgun in this game, but we do have a 0 temp reading, so we can put that down. And like I said, you can pick up the scanner and aim it at it, and it'll accelerate very quickly if you're aiming it directly on top of the ghost. So there we go, NP_none, and then we can also use the thermometer, and we got the error right there. So there we go, we got the error, NP none. So we can go ahead and put NP none into our book. Since we got that, we already got Spirit Box. We got the error on the gun, which was our side objective, and we're not getting an EMF reading at all, so we can just put that to the side because we know it's not going to be EMF reading. The reason why I stack these in a corner as well, a little tip, this game, since it's very new and it is a little bit scuffed, you can actually fucking get stuck on your items in this game. So, like, you want to make room in the doorway, so in case you do need to run out, you're not going to get stuck, because you can get stuck on the items in this game, so moving everything from the doorway is a very ideal thing to do. So with these three things we have is Tiger Eye Stone, Incense Stick close to the entity, Recite the Book, and Destroy the Cursed Object. So we know that we're not getting EMF readings, so the only possible thing we could be getting left is either drawing in the book or wall drawing and writing. So we can go ahead and bring in the book and see if we can get that, because like I said, you can get up to 2 to 4 evidence. So it is possible for us to get writing, because we know it's not EMF, but also it could be no writing and no EMF, and this could just be it. So we can go ahead in case we could take that, and let's spawn in another Mother Mary, because it's probably going to attack us soon. And in the most recent update, he did make it so that Mother Marys, you can buy them like at level 0, because I think before they were level 10, so that's really nice, because for new players, they can buy multiple, so they're not just stuck with one, because they do get eaten up through pretty quickly. So let's see, we could take our camera, because we kind of don't want the ghost to hunt us when you're doing this step. It's not going to really write in the book when it's attacking you. So what we want to do is we want to try to go find the ghost wherever it's at and ask it to draw in the book while standing relatively close to it. So if we can go around the book, and also I'm carrying around another Mother Mary. Oh, it just ate the Tiger Stone. It tried to come out of the door and it ate the Tiger Stone. Also, our other Mother Mary's dead, so we're going to have to drop this on the ground. Heartbeat's near us. The ghost is near us. You can tell Mother Mary... Oh, see, we got the drawing as well. I'll show you in a second whenever the ghost is done attacking me. So, go away. I can see him crawling right here. I can't really turn on the light, though. He's, like, making it flash because it's hunting me right now. And hunts have been pretty random. In my experience, a hunt can last anywhere from maybe 10 seconds to a minute. So we can turn that on. You can see the writing right there. That is going to be symbol/picture writing. So we have 4 evidence, so we know that we're not going to be getting any more evidence whatsoever. And you can see this Mother Mary, how it's grayed/blacked out. That means it is dead and it can no longer be used. So with all of that being said, we'll come back into the truck. So we have all of our evidence, because I'm playing on extreme, which is 2 to 4 evidence. So we have all 4. So all the steps we need is Tiger Eye Stone, which we just did already. Incense the entity, throw holy water on it, recite the book, and destroy a cursed object with the Mel reading. So along with that, I'd like to bring in the occult sniffer, the instant camera in case the object is invisible, and we'll bring in another Mother Mary. We'll leave always 1 at the door and 1 on us in case we decide we want to go upstairs. We have to find an object upstairs, so on and so forth. So what we'll do is come in here and we'll pick up our Mel. And we'll bring the instant camera too in case anything is invisible. So right now, like I said, what we're looking for is a regular cursed object. It is hunting me again. We'll go ahead and drop Mother Mary. Stand on top of it. Not sure exactly where she's at. I think she's like over here. Might be a little bit invisible, yeah. So like I said, with this Mel reading, a regular cursed object will give you a reading of 8. A pentagram, or the pentacle, will give you a reading of 15 to 20, and the super cursed object will give you a reading of anywhere between 50 to like 90. So we're looking for the spike. So right there just spiked up to 8. In my experience as well, there's an invisible object here or here. So what we can do is go over here, and we can grab our camera that allows us to see invisible things. So we can come over here, and as you can see, there is a coffee machine here. It's kind of... The ghost is near me, so it's kind of hard to see. There is a coffee machine here that we can see through our camera, but not with our eyes. So we can take a picture of that, which will count as an invisible cursed object. Oh, we need to drop Mother Mary. It is attacking us right now. And then we can also do that, and then boom, the item appears. Now we know it's there. Also, there can be another invisible item over there, but it doesn't look like it is there. So we'll wait for the hunt to end because she is attacking us right now. The ghosts are extremely aggressive on extreme. That is why it's called extreme. It is by no means easy. This mode is very hard. So we'll go ahead and put this out on the back porch for now. And we will go head over to, if we can, it looks like we're getting hunted again. Go head back over here and grab our Mel reader. And we'll keep going. because we're still looking for that super cursed object. We're looking for that really, really high reading. And you'll know you find it when you find it. It'll spike up through the roof. Nothing here. So it looks like the object is probably most likely going to be upstairs, which sucks, but let's do it. We have Mother Mary to protect us. Okay, well, it popped the light. That is unfortunate. Go into all these rooms, and we're just going to look for it. And it popped that light too. Guess we're not going to have a light source, because it keeps destroying all these lights. I got a reading of 8, so that means there's another cursed object in this hallway, but not the one that we're looking for. It is literally popping every single thing. I can't turn the lights on. There's another one in here as well, it looks like. Sometimes, I'm not sure if this is intended or a glitch. Sometimes I've actually had it be just a regular cursed item with a reading of 8. Oh, there it is though. 68. That is our super cursed object. So we need to figure out which one it is. So it is not that. It's going to be one of these two. Might be this thing. If I could pick this up. It does look like it's this item. I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, so we will take this back with us because we need to shoot this item with the neutrino gun. So we can leave that right there, drop that, and drop this as well. So let's go back. So the only exorcism step that we have done so far is the tiger eye stone. So we have to incense it, holy water, recite the book, and destroy with the melon. So what we'll do is we'll go, yeah, so we can't do this objective because we can't get an EMF reading on the ghost. So that's a bit unfortunate. But we'll take the gun, and we'll also take the reciting book. Sometimes you have to do the book a couple of times for it to work. But other than that, it's fairly easy. So we're just going to come in here and shoot this item with the neutrino gun, and then boom, that successful smoke with the red and blue lights is how you know you did it successfully. So now we're going to need to do the reciting book. You who haunt this place in the name of the Lord, I command you. Oh no. Drop Mother Mary. Our screen is shaking. She just ate that Mother Mary in front of my face. I almost died. That was actually really, really close. Holy crap. You who haunt this place in the name of the Lord, I command you to go back where you came from. Let your soul return to the earth. Let your body return to the dust. So be the will of God. Oh, she's right here. You who haunt this place. Oh, there we go. It worked. Okay, we'll leave this Mother Mary right here. We're going to go spawn another one. We're about to have a graveyard of Mother Marys here in a second. Just like one of my other videos. I had a Revenant just like this go through so many Mother Marys. It was actually absurd. Alright, so we got the Tiger Eye Stone done. We got the reciting done. We destroyed the curse object. So the only two things we have to do left is incense the ghost and throw holy water on top of it. And as you can see, everything is pretty simple. Honestly, I think the hardest thing about this game is figuring out the type of ghost, the category it is, and then knowing what to do when you have that. So I can hear the heartbeat. I just don't see it. Spirit, can you show yourself? Where is she? But once you can figure out the type of ghost really easily, and like I said, let you start hunting. Where is she? Let me step out here so I can finish what I was trying to say. I don't want to die. So like I said, Revenant and Child are the only two that get repelled by Mother Mary. Demon, Shadow, and Poltergeist get repelled by the Crucifix. So once you figure that out, the game becomes literally like 20,000 times more easier. Because then you know what to carry around with you. You can roam the house freely. Not really have to be scared whether or not you're going to die. So on and so forth. Spirit, can you come to me? You can also call it to you in case you want to just play at the front door. That is also an option. I do think it is getting patched. I did see something in the official Discord for this game about that. He did say that he was going to make it so that you can't just, you know, sit at the front door and do everything, which is the most meta thing to do right now. It is a thing that a lot of people are actually doing. It is just the easiest way to play the game. So it's on the ceiling. We can try to go ahead and pull out the incense here and see if we can get the incense done. All right, there we go. We got the incense done. We only have one thing left to do, which is hit it with the holy water, and it should be exorcised if we got all of our evidence correctly. I actually cannot see where it's at. Maybe we could pick up our, where did it go? Oh, here it is. Boom. And once you see this like spark firework animation, that is how you know you exorcised the ghost. It'll become extremely quiet. That white noise eerie sound will go away, and that is how you know you beat it. Also, another thing as well that a lot of people have questions about is whether or not you can find occult objects after you exorcise the ghost, and the answer is no. As you can see here, the occult reader reads really badly now. It reads in like 0.1s and 4s, so unless you literally want to go around and grab every single item in the house, that is the only way you can do it, which will take you quite a while if you are playing by yourself. So we do have 2 occult objects here. We got that super cursed occult object and then this invisible one, so we can go ahead and take these back to the truck. You do need to take them back to the truck for them to count, so make sure you are doing that. So we'll quickly bring these 2 back. And also as well, if you do end up exorcising the ghosts, you will get all of your items back. So I don't need to bring anything back. The only thing that you won't get back is consumables that die out. So like I can leave these Mother Marys here and they'll be fine, but these Mother Marys that burned out, I'll actually lose. So any consumables that you use like that, whether that be, and consumables consist of the Tiger Stone, the incense stick, the salt, and the holy water, and then Mother Mary crucifix. So we have those 2 in there. We got everything done. We exorcised the ghost, got everything done besides this. We couldn't, unfortunately, get that objective done because the ghost was not giving us EMF, and like I said, on extreme mode, you only get 2 to 4 evidences. So we got NP none for the entity scan, 0 temperature, symbol/picture writing, a voice in the house, and it is a revenant. So what we can do is just go ahead and close it up, and then we can check the board and see how much we got. This was a pretty easy game, and like I said, it's on extreme difficulty. I know I may make it look like it is easy. This game was not easy for me. When it first came out, it took me like 5 to 6 hours to get my first exorcism done. So I'm hoping that you guys can pick up on a couple of things from this video and learn from what I did. I think the main thing for me was learning, you know, what the ghosts looked like to identify them, and then after identifying them, knowing whether or not I need the crucifix or Mother Mary, because that is the biggest part of the game, is being able to move around with that object to be able to get stuff done around the house. So with that being said, we got all 4 of the evidence done. Couldn't get that EMF done, so we're missing out on $24 there. Got the revenant correctly, exercised, 4 photos taken, 3 occult objects. Experience earned is $345 and $540, which is not bad at all. Super good game. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's really not much to it besides, other than that, just practicing yourself. And just learning. But the biggest thing is, you know, going in there first with your photo camera, Mother Mary, and the crucifix. Learn and identify the ghost of what it is, and then carry the according item to that specific ghost. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and consider subscribing. I would super appreciate it. Like I said, I stream every day over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Cyclone with 2 E's TV. I'll have the link down in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped you out. And I hope that you can go in here and just exorcise ghosts like crazy and become really rich and buy all the items that you guys need to do it even easier. So again, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Peace!